Hello everybody and welcome back to the Silver Sam channel. I am Silver Sam and today I am here to talk to you about stacking silver on a budget. Before I started stacking silver, I actually coin roll hunted. I still do. And in my days of coin roll hunting, when I was really serious into it, I would go to the bank and I would give them $100 and I would look through the nickel rolls, and I would find silver nickels in them from time to time. It wasn't an all-the-time thing, but I did. And see, if you look closely here, you'll see that nickels from 1942 and 1945 are 35% silver. And you could buy these too at pawn shops, coin shops, whoever deals with silver coins in general. Your regular run-of-the-mill ones like these probably run about anywhere from $1 to $1.50, $1.75 a piece, depending on where the price of silver is at the said time. I like these. They have a little bit of nice weight to them. They're small and compact. They're easy to put away and forget about them. Just try not to spend them when, you're kind of hard up for cash like I used to have a tendency of doing. That's a pretty cheap way to get into stacking and saving silver. Another good way is a lot of coin shops and silver and gold bullion dealers, they have these 1 gram silver bars. These things are so tiny. They're nice though. I love them. I don't know how many I have in here, but I have plenty more put away. These are 1 gram little tiny silver bars. They probably run a buck or two depending on, like I said, yeah, about a good dollar or two depending on the price of silver at the time. They're pretty cool to have. They're small pieces. Say there was ever a, SHTF scenario, silver like this, especially if you stacked it on a budget, little silver pieces like this would be easy to barter with. It's pretty neat. I like it. One day a buddy of mine, and he runs a coin shop. His name's Jared. He had these in his shop. These are little tiny, I want to say they are silver. They're not 1 gram. They are, I believe, 1 grain. 1 grain silver pieces. I forgot how much he gave these to me for, but I bought a bag of them and they were pretty cheap, and they are pretty neat to have. I like them. They're good for barterability or whatnot. They're good for saving. They're good for gifts. Maybe to get others into, the whole silver stacking type of thing. Now, another neat thing that is pretty cheap to get your hands on and plentiful depending on the availability at some places, others are better, are these silver Mexican pesos. They have the spell on it, and what is weird is I always thought you looked kind of like a pirate, you know what I mean? But no, it's a Mexican fella, and these are silver Mexican pesos. Now, don't quote me on how much silver is actually in these, But I will tell you that they are fairly cheap. I think it's a small amount of silver, maybe 10-20%, who knows. I don't have the statistics right in front of me, but you can pick these up, you know, between $1 and a couple dollars a piece. And they're good for barterability also, if you ever had to get into that situation. And with the price of silver always tending to go upward in the north position, I would say you would definitely get your money back if you ever had a tournament and then some. And they are pretty neat. They make this nice sound. I love it. Now moving on to another coin that is very cheap to get your hands on would be these silver dimes here. These are silver Roosevelt dimes. They only made the silver Roosevelt dimes from I believe it was I don't know, 1940 something to 64, I believe. And yeah, these silver dimes right here can be had for around maybe $2, $2.25 a piece. They're very small. Doesn't take much money to buy them and get into the whole silver stacking thing. Now I do have other dimes that you do find time to time, but they're a little bit more rare at the coin shops. But you can also get them for around $2 a piece, or you know, $2.25 each, depending on the price of silver at the time. And they are these Mercury dimes. These are so cool. You have a lady with wings on her head, and they call them Mercury dimes, I think because they might have some mercury in the metals. Don't quote me on it. I'm still kind of new to this whole silver stacking thing. I've only been doing it 5 years. But these are pretty neat, and they also go for around the same price as these Roosevelt dimes, and I think they look a little bit better also. Excuse me. Now, moving on to something a little bit different. This is silver bullion, but these silver bullion pieces are 1/10 of a troy ounce. And these things could be had for anywhere between maybe $5 or $7 a piece. I got this little bag of them. They were at the time $6, I think, each, and they're pretty neat. They have the kind of like the Silver Eagle Walking Liberty type lady on the front, and on the rear they have the eagle, which is pretty nice. Like I said, these were about maybe $5-6. You know, they vary. You know, $5 to $7 at any given day. They are pretty nice. They're small, 1/10 ounce pieces. They usually come in little tubes, but these are in little cardboard clips. I guess that's just the way the shop did it. Now, if you wanted to get into something a little bit different, you can step up to another big coin, kind of like the Mexican peso, and these are the 40% Kennedy half dollars. You can find these 40% Kennedy half dollars at coin shops and pawn shops and things like that. The way you can tell that they are 40% half dollars is they were minted between 1965 and 1970, and these things run maybe, you know, anywhere from $3 to $5 a piece, depending on the price, like I said, of silver once again. And they are pretty neat to get into. They're very cheap to start stacking, and I like them. And I would encourage anybody who wants to maybe start off with some smaller stuff like this, and kind of see if it's kind of like their niche. If they want to get into it, they can continue. If not, you can always turn around and sell it and you won't be out really anything. Now, if you want to go into something a little bit bigger, maybe more, cost just a little bit more money for the size of it, you do have other options. These are 90% silver quarters. These quarters were minted between 1932 and 1964, and they contain 90% silver. On a side note, the Mercury dimes I have here and the Roosevelt dimes are also 90% silver. They're just in a smaller piece. Now these 90% quarters they usually run between $5–6 each, and they're nice to stack also. Moving on, another easy way, cost-effective way to get into stacking is these 90% half dollars. Now today I have 90% Franklin half dollars to show, and these ones were meant to be before 1964. I believe they were started minting them in 1948 all the way up until 1963. These have the portrait of Benjamin Franklin on the front and the Liberty Bell on the back. They are 90% silver, like the quarters and dimes, and they're pretty neat to stack also. Now, you have the 40% Kennedy half dollars right here from 65 to 70. But if you found Kennedy half dollars, from 1964, they are 90%. And I have a couple examples right here of 1964 Kennedy half dollars. That's the only year Kennedy half dollar that was publicly minted that is 90% silver. So this and this Franklin are pretty much the same value, at least when it comes to the silver. They're 90% silver, and they run in between 10 and 12, 13 bucks a piece, depending on, of course, the price of silver at the time. I just wanted to kind of share that with y'all. It's a pretty easy way to get into silver stacking, and doesn't cost much money, and it's kind of fun. I would encourage anybody that would like to save money, saving in precious metals, it would pay off one day for you. I really do believe. And get your kids into it. It's always something you can do there. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my channel, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. I will be back. See you on the next one.